Hey there, how there, ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to another time travel tennis tournament. It's Wednesday. It's the qualifier for the Grand Ladies Tour, live from Amsterdam. We're in the ladies A group, where all the ladies are tongue tied to cup tied to the thing. The other three ladies card sets have people from two different sets, but ladies A is for the old days before 1968 in the Open era. Anyway, you have 16 ladies who won wildcard matches to match up with the 16 seeded players. If you're a seeded player, you easily got to the round of 32 and all that. So you got to buy. There'll be 6 matches today, 6 matches tomorrow, and 4 on Friday. So everyone on the left side bracket: Smith, Court, Turner, Browery, Osborne, DuPont, Wills, Moody, Bueno, and Langland. Those are your 6 seeded players with their matches. No Kay Bowman because she's Dutch. We want to save her for Friday for the hometown crowd. And Billie Jean King's match will actually be on Friday as well, the 4-person group. Kerwinkle Sperling, because Germany and Holland, her match with Alice Marble, number 7, is going to be Friday. And Mallory versus Richie, Mallory, number 11. Those guys will be resting for a couple days. And then, of course, Hard, Chambers, Gibson, Jacobs, Round, and Mo Connolly, they'll play tomorrow. So anyway, let's go to the left side of the bracket. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. So if you win this round of 32 match, you're in the Grand Ladies Tour no matter what. Well, there's 4 ladies tours. My first thought was to do 4 times 16, making it 64. But given the fact that the men had 6 card sets times 16 is 96, I just can't do it. I gotta do 96 ladies and 96 men to make it even, Steven. So anyhow, you win your match, you're safe. However, half of the losers of the round of 32 will get in. Will get in. One simple way to get in is to lose in 3 sets, because it is best of 3 sets. If you lose in 3 sets, you're almost more than likely going to get in because you at least won a set and you played your damnedest. So anyway, let's get going. Our first matchup is Margaret Smith Court, and she'll face her fellow Aussie Margaret Molesworth. So the battle of the Maggies. Margaret Smith Court, undefeated on grass, 3 titles. She won 2 of the 4 Grand Slams in Great Britain and Australia. So she won Wimbledon and the Australian Open. She won the Edgbaston Cup in week 10 just to get herself in this tournament automatically. She beat Boothby, Bowman, Bloomer, and Wills Moody. And then at Wimbledon, at number 1, she beat the Spider Lady Athena Gibson, then Dorr, Turner, Bowery, Chambers, Jones, Parapets, and the American Doris Hart in the final. In New York, she got to the final but lost to Wills Moody. Well, she beat Jadranska, Bloomer, Brown, Murray, and Brawl. And then in Australia, she took care of Richie, Roosevelt, Ackhurst, Hart, Marble, and Langlon to do her job. So she's been almost flawless. Maggie Molesworth, she was actually the 4th last lady to be selected for this tournament, and she is actually the last lady who was in the round of 32. The 3 ladies who were picked after Molesworth, Bloomer, Laundry, and Truman, all lost. So Molesworth is technically the lowest person left. She's been to quarterfinals plenty. She lost the Japan Fine Open week 23 to Mo Scriven, another Margaret. She beat Mortimer, Lozana, Sun, Bundy, and Truman. She had to beat Patricia Todd to get here, and she lost the first set to her.
Quiet, please. Smith Court to serve.
So
First
15
game.
minutes of
Play.
because we're going to go short. Here we go. Spectate.
15 love. Out. 15 all. Out. 30-15. 30 all. 40-30. 'Deuce. Out. Out. Advantage, Molesworth. Game, Molesworth. First game.
So anyway, eh?
Out. 15, love. 30, love. Out. 30, 15. Out. Out. 40, 15. Out. 40, 30. Out. Out. Deuce. Advantage, Molesworth. Game, Molesworth. Molesworth leads 2 games to love, first set.
Wow, that's gonna be interesting.
Out. Love, 15. 15 all. 15, 30. Out. 30 all. 30, 40. Game, Molesworth. Molesworth leads 3 games to love, first set.
This is unprecedented. This could be unprecedented if this happens. Margaret Smith Court is down 3 games to nil to Margaret Molesworth. Could this be an upset? No, it wasn't. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Margaret Molesworth was up. Molesworth was up 3-0. It was like she's gonna pull up an upset and send Margaret Smith Court probably eliminating her. Now Margaret Smith Court wins 2-6, 6-3, 6-4. But that does not mean Molesworth is out of the. But that does not mean that Margaret Molesworth is eliminated. She got eliminated in 3 sets. So yeah, if she got taken out in straight sets, she probably would have been close to being eliminated. But no, Molesworth won the first set, lost the next 2. But Molesworth might get one of the wild cards. So she's not out of it yet. Margaret Smith Court's in because Margaret Smith Court is an icon. But hey, Molesworth put things in perspective. Now Turner Browry, the number 14 seed, will face Francois Dor. Both of these ladies with a title. Dor won the first ever tournament at Palm Beach, beating Cheney, Bloodsworth, Lozada, Mortimer, and Hart. She lost the French Open final on home turf, while she beat Usam, Chambers, Nuthall, Wills Moody, that's a big one, and then Camosi, but lost to Mo Connolly quite easily. She had to go through qualifying and beat Wynne Bolton in 3 sets to prevent a Australian hyphenated name battle. Turner Browry, she won in Melbourne. She got to 3 round of 16s as a Grand Slammer, which is pretty good. So she won in her home country, beating 3 Aussies, Penrose, Rectangle, and probably her idol, Margaret Smith Court. They'll probably face each other. Now, if Turner Browry wins, she'll face Margaret Smith Court. But remember, that matchup is actually critical, even though that, the winners, in the round 16 qualify for the Grand Ladies Tour. Because if you win this tournament, you actually get a seeding from 1 to 4. In the first Grand Ladies tournament, you're seeded 1 to 4 no matter what. If you take second, you're 5 to 8. If you take third, you're 9 to 12, and fourth, 13 to 16.
Quiet, please. Turner Bowring to serve.
Turner Browry
First
will likely
game.
face Smith Court
Play.
in an Australian hyphenated name battle. We'll see.
Love, 15. Out. 15 all. Out. 30-15. 30 all. Out. Out. 30-40. Out. Deuce. Advantage. Der. Game. Der. First game. Out. Out. 15 love. 30 love. 40 love. Out. 40-15. Game. Der. Der leads 2 games to love. First set.
Looking pretty good.
Out. 15 love. 30 love. Out. 40 love. Game. Turner Bowery. Der leads 2 games to 1. First set.
Two win dirt, but it's been through 11 minutes.
$15 love. 30 love. 40 love. Game. Der. Der leads 3 games to 1. First set.
So Dur up 3-1 after 13 minutes. So did she take down Turner Bowery? And again, the first to 3 does not mean anything as Turner Bowery wins 3-6, 7-6, 6-2. So Turner Bowery will move on. Dur will do the same thing. Dur will be just like Mosworth. She'll have to wait and see if her 3-set match was big enough. Yeah, it's like first to 3 in the first set, but then they faltered. Mosworth and Dur both up. So Smithcourt will face Turner Bowery in a round 16 matchup. Anyway, the 12th seed Osborne DuPont, she will take on Anita Lozana. US versus Chile. Osborne DuPont, she won the New Orleans Classic, got to the quarters in US Open, so that's pretty good for her. Yeah, in New York, she beat Akers, Jones, and Hardigan just to get to quarters, but lost to Hills Moody. Then a few weeks later in New Orleans, she beat Ann Jones again. Then Wagner, Marble, Diabras, and Thelma Long to get into this situation. Lozana from Chile. She won the Dutch Trophy in week 27. Chile. She beat Richie, Brown, Hotchkiss, Reitman, Marble, and Gibson to move on. She had to beat Joan Hardigan to get to this point.
Quiet please. Lizana to serve. First game. Play.
Here we go. Spectate.
15 love. 30 love. 30-15. 40-15. Game. Lizana. First game.
Man, that was quick. Lozana.
$15 love. Out. out. 30 love, out. 40 love, out. Game, Osborne DuPont. 1 game all, first set. Out. Love 15. 15 all. Out. 30 15. $30 all. Out. 40 30. Game, Lizana. Lizana leads 2 games to 1, first set.
Lizana.
15 love. Out. 15 all. 30 15. Out. 30 all. 40 30. Game, Osborne DuPont. 2 games all, first set.
Two. Well, let's play the 5th.
15 love. 30 love. 40 love. 40 15. Game, Lizana. Lizana leads 3 games to 2, first set.
So Lizana, could she pull one out of the hat? Answer is yes, she does. She upsets Osborne DuPont 4-6, 7-5, 6-3. So Lozana, the Chilean, in an area where Chile doesn't have much for women tennis players. Well, you think Chilean tennis players, you think Marcelo Rios first, but Lozana with the win upset of Osborne DuPont. And she will be moving on to the Grand Ladies Tour. Osborne DuPont's not out by any stretch. She lost in the third set 6-3. So the first 3 ladies have lost in 3 sets. So that's actually a good thing for Osborne DuPont in a sense. Next up, we have Pauline Betts and Helen Wills Moody. Betts won the Los Angeles Classic in week 14. She got to 3 round of 16s in the majors. But in LA, she beat Sun Bundy, Sussman, Cooper Sterling, Mortimer, and Camosi. And then she had to beat Mary Brown's Chicken to move on. Wills Moody won the U.S. Open. Well, she won. Man, great job in the Grand Slams. Every Grand Slam she's made at least the quarterfinals. In the French Open, she was number 2. She beat Mortimer, Bowman, and Round before Dorr beat her for the hometown crowd. At Wimbledon, at number 2, she beat Godfrey, Scriven, and Cooper Sterry. So she beat three Brits and then beat Hartigan before Doris Hart beat her in the semifinals in straights. In New York, at number 1, she beat Brown, Wagner, Turner, Bowery, Osborne DuPont. chicken feed. And in the semis, she got revenge on Doris Hart for Wimbledon and then beat Margaret Smith Court. And in Australia, at number 1, she beat De Alvarez, Palfrey, Fry, Sutton Bundy, and Langlon. No, sorry, she beat De Alvarez, Palfrey, Fry, and Sutton Bundy, but then lost to Suzanne Langlon. Well, she had to go through a 17-15 third set against Palfrey. So that was huge.
Quiet, please. Wills Moody to serve. First game. Play. 15 love. 30 love. 40 love. 40-15. 40-30. Out! Out! Deuce. Out! Advantage. Bets. Deuce. Advantage. Wills Moody. Out! Out! Deuce. Advantage. Bets. Out. Deuce. Advantage. Wills Moody. Out. Deuce. Advantage. Wills Moody. Game. Wills Moody. First game.
I think so.
15 love. 30 love. 30-15. Out. 40-15. Out. Out. 40-30. Out. Deuce. Advantage. Bets. Out. Game. Bets. 1 game all. First set.
One minute, 13 minutes.
Out. $15 love. Out. 30 love. Out. 30-15. 40-15. Out. Game. Wills Moody. Wills Moody leads 2-1. First set.
So Wills Moody, after 15 minutes, is up 2-1. Did that constitute a win? And no, it didn't. Pauline Betts with a shocking win, 7-6, 6-7, 6-4. So Betts pulls off a massive upset. Well, she had to win 11-9 in the tiebreak. Wills Moody, I thought, had it. That's the funniest thing. We've done 4 matches, and all 4 matches, the lady who's leading after the 15-minute mark actually loses. So Pauline Betts moves on to the Grand Ladies Tour. Wills Moody is on the ropes with her 3-set match at 6-4. Technically, she and Molesworth are tied for the best result right now. The 4 ladies at losing 6-4, whereas Durr lost 6-2 and Osmer Dupont 6-3 in the third set. So it's anything can happen. So we skip King and Bowman because we'll save them for Friday. Moreno Bueno, the 9th seed, who's 2-0 against Fella Long, will go against Long. Bueno, this will be the first lady she's faced 3 times. She's 2-0 against 2 other Australians, Coral Buttsworth and Joe Hartigan. She won the Malwa Classic. That was in Kitchener. I forced it in Kitchener. Well, in Toronto, she beat Hartigan and Buttsworth, but lost to Kate Bowman. And then in Kitchener, she beat Fella Long, then beat the Spider Lady Gibson, then Mola Mallory, and then Will's Booty. I mean, how do you beat Helen Will's Booty? Anyway, Thelma Long kind of looks cute in that bonnet. She actually won the Dallas Classic in the second last week. She got to Australia, the quarterfinals in Australia. She beat Sussman, Molesworth, and Betts. Yeah, big win over Betts, 8-6, but lost to Long Long in the quarters. But nevertheless, second last week, she beat Moore, Nuthall, Dalton, and Truman to move into the tournament automatically as a winner. She had to beat Sun and Bundy to move on.
Quiet, please. Long to serve. First game. Play.
So here we go.
Out. 15 love. 30 love. 30-15. Out. 30 all. Out. 40-30. Game long. First game. Out. 15 love. 15 all. Out. 30-15. Out. 40-15. Game bueno. 1 game all. First set. Love 15. Love 30. Out. 15-30. 30 all. Out. 30-40. Deuce. Advantage. Bueno. Deuce. Out. Advantage. Long. Deuce. Out. Out. Advantage. Bueno. Out. Deuce. Out. Out. Advantage. Long. Deuce. Advantage. Long. Out. Game long. Long leads 2 games to 1. First set.
Move along in 15 minutes. It's up 2-1. Question now becomes, will she actually win this? Nope. She loses in the third set to Moena Bueno. So Bueno. Well, that was Bueno. Bueno wins 3-6, 6-3, 6-3. So for the fifth consecutive match, someone actually, well, Mosberg, Durr, Osborne DuPont, Wills Moody, and Thelma Long had the lead after 15 minutes, and then, of course, me auto playing, and they lose. So Long actually is tied with Osborne DuPont for the third best result of the losers because Mosberg and Wills Moody lost 6-4 in the third set. Not really enough. If it was 7-5 or 7-6 or above, I definitely give that person a wildcard spot. No, and no one's lost in straight sets. All right, so in here, here's Suzanne Lenglen. She'll face Daphne Ackhurst from Australia. Ackhurst. She won the Auckland Open in week 31, a pair of round of 16s in the Grand Slams. That's pretty good. She had to go through the Australian gauntlet. She beat Wynn Bolton, Molesworth, Boyd, and Buttsworth to move on to win and automatically qualify. She had to beat Christine Truman to sneak into the round of 32. She'll face Suzanne Lenglen, one of the greatest ladies players of all time, who won the German Open in week 6, got to the finals of Australia. So week 6, she beat Hard, Jones, Olsom, Smith, Court, big win for her, and then Mola Mallory to move to it. French Open, she got taken out by Shirley Bloomer first round. Second round, lost to Joan Hardigan in Wimbledon, then lost to Pat Todd. So she was losing her touch, and then for some reason, at number 16, she found her confidence. She beat Jacobs. She got revenge on Pat Trisha Todd. Then she beat Ann Jones, Thelma Long, Helen Wills Moody, and then lost to Smith Court in the final. But she was still an icon.
Quiet, please. Lenglen to serve. First
See what she
game.
does.
Play.
Yeah.
15 love. 15 all. 30-15. Out. 40-15. Out. Game, Lenglen. First game. Fifteen love. 15 all. 15-30. 30 all. Out. 40-30. Out. Game, Ackhurst. 1 game all. First set. Fifteen love. 15 all. Out. 15-30. 30 all. 30-40. Out. Out. Game, Ackhurst. Ackhurst leads 2-1. First set.
Really.
15 love. Out. 15 all. Out. 15-30. 15-40. 30-40. 'Deuce. Advantage, Ackhurst. 'Deuce. Out. Advantage, Ackhurst. Out. Out. Deuce. Out. Out. Advantage, Ackhurst. Game, Ackhurst. Ackhurst leads 3 games to 1. First set.
So Akers is up 3-1. Now the question on my mind is, will she actually pull off the win this time? She does. Well, Akers does. Daphne Akers, a gigantic upset of Suzanne Langlois. So Akers will be going to the Grand Ladies Tour. Langlois probably might not. As of right now, their thought, well, Langlois is a great player and all that. So yeah, Akers will face Bueno to go further. But Akers, big win over Langlois. That's an upset. Well, Lozana and Betts both with upsets over Osmer Dupont and Wells Moody, respectively. So 3 of the 16 seeds fell. Well, 3 of the 6 seeds fell. All that. But what makes Langlois worse than the worst part was Langlois lost in straight sets. She didn't win a set. Whereas Long, Wills Moody, Osborne Dupont, Dorr, and Molesworth all won at least one set. In fact, of the 5 ladies who lost in 3 sets, only Wills Moody lost the first set. The other 4 won their first set before dropping the next 2. So Langlois is actually in deep trouble to being eliminated completely from qualifying for the Grand Ladies Tour and not having another chance. So Ackhurst with the big upset there. She'll face Bueno, but yeah, beat Suzanne Langlois. That's a massive shock. Langlois might not get another chance. Langlois will have to hope for a lot of straight set losses, or at least just 2 ladies to lose in 3 sets, because, well, it's at 7. You might have a shot. Depends. Yeah, so Langlois is on the cusp of being eliminated for good, but anything can happen. We'll never know. But tomorrow we'll deal with Margot Mal. No, sorry, we won't deal with Margot and Mallory. That's on Friday. Hard, Chambers, Gibson, Jacobs, Round, and Mo Connolly. Those are the 6 seeds that will go play. Marble and Mallory will wait, just like Billie Jean and Bowman, to have their matches on Friday. But yeah, massive job. 5 out of 6 matches going to 3 sets. That's amazing. Anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.